Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel QuickToLearn. So in today's video we are going to learn how clouds works in very simple language. Okay, so if you are a beginner and have never used cloud before, so don't worry. By the end of this video you will understand what is cloud and how it's understand your question and how it's generate answer and what happens behind the scene, what cloud can do and cannot do. Okay, so according to this, let's start. So our first section is what is cloud. Okay, so cloud is a AI assistant created by Anthropic. Okay, it's a AI assistant created by Anthropic. And like think of cloud like a very smart digital or assistant. So you can ask it questions, write emails, generate codes, summarize your documents, or even help you in your studies. Okay, so cloud is a large language models. Large language model means it's a large language models. I will explain what is large language models and how we can use this in previous upcoming videos. Okay, so that simply means it has learned from the huge amount data. Okay, in simple terms you can s- like uh, understand large language model, it's the models in where it's learned from the huge amount of text like books, articles, websites and documents. Okay, so it does not search the internet every time. Instead of it use what is learn during the training to generate data. Okay, so this is not search the data every time from the internet. It can be generate the response from the learned data. Like during the training time they can use. Okay, so this is what cloud. So now the second section is how cloud works. Okay, so uh, now we can or more understand. So in simple words, so you can type a question or request, cloud understand it, thinks and gives the best possible. Okay, so you is its user and this is the cloud, so you can ask something and they can respond the answer. So this is what cloud does according to the non-technical guys. Okay, if you are a technical person and you are think why how it's work and how they can provide you the response. Okay, so in simple time you can understand how it works. So you can send a message. Okay, you write one prompt. So the process is actually very simple. So you type a question. Okay, prompt means you type something. Okay, for example, explain machine learning. Okay, so what in step 2 what happening, cloud converts it into the numbers means tokens. So in technical terms we call this as tokens. Okay, so what clouds read your question carefully, it tries to understand exactly what you are asking. Okay, so they can convert into the numbers. In third step, cloud what happening, cloud looks at the tokens. They can first they can convert the tokens and they can use that token and understand the meaning using pattern learn from the millions of token. Means they can convert the numbers into tokens and they can search that token in their database. Like we can say the learn database means pattern. They can find the patterns from the millions of records and millions of documents. So it's predict the next word. It's predict the next word. So now cloud, what we can they can generate the response. So it's keep predicting next word one by one. So it gives the final response. So this is what the sixth step. They can first user send a one message, they cloud convert that message into a numbers. Okay, then they can use that number to understand the meaning and use that token to search their pattern according to us. Okay, so they can using that pattern learn from the millions of record. So it after that they can predict the next response and after the final response they can provide us. Okay, so this is what the cloud works. So you can ask input. This is what high level process we can call us. So this is the input message, user asks something, what we can say, it's a prompt. And the understanding means what, there is the NLP called as natural language processing. They can understand the meaning, the user type. Okay, after that the model they can process the question, or what we can call as token, and they can think again, and they can think and predict the next response. After that they can generate the response and output answer. So this is what we can say high level process. Okay, so now we can say this some example, like you explain gravity in simple words. Okay, so cloud, what cloud does? Gravity is a force, okay, that pulls object towards each other. So what happening? Gravity, they can create one token for this, create one token, they predict the next number, this like that, they can generate the response step by step. Okay, okay, so after we think like this is the first what happen inside, this is the technical viewpoint, what happen inside the cloud. Okay, so the first thing in your input, it's called the tokenization break. The tokenization break into tokens, your sentence into a small tokens. So after these tokens, okay, go into a huge natural new, what we can say, neural network. Okay, so think of neural network as the brain of cloud. So this is what, this is the brain of cloud. So it has learned pattern from the massive amount of data. Means this is the brain of cloud, and it has learned patterns from the massive amount of data. After processing, so like clouds convert everything back into the English language, or what we can the normal text, and after that the final response come. Okay, so this is what the technical viewpoint of the clouds, how this work. Okay, so now we came back to the key abilities, key abilities of clouds. Okay, so first is cloud can, okay, understand natural language, means they can understand your language, your native language, and answer in questions. Okay, and like writes content, emails, essay, you can also use in your code writing. Okay, and also explain the complex topics in simply, you can like provide some complex documents and write, write like provide me the simple, like that. So they can provide is the simple topics. After that helps in coding and debugging. Also we are using currently using this cloud as a code or debugging purpose. After that creative writing, brainstorming, summarizing. So okay, so they can provide us the ideas also. They can, like there is lot of, they can provide the summarize for long documents. They can use, we can use as a debug, help for debug code. Okay, so this is what key abilities of clouds and what cloud cannot do. So this is what, there is some limitation of cloud. So cloud is powerful, okay, but it also has some limitation. So sometimes it gives incorrect information. Always like verify important facts, and cloud does not have like personal feelings. So it's does not think like a human. So it predicts next based on the patterns. Okay, so also like unless connected to the external tools, cloud cannot access the live internet information. Okay, so there is a less like some limitation of cloud, so it is not connected at real-time internet. So this is the first, it cannot, it can make mistakes. This is the problems. It does not have a personal opinion or feelings because it's a machine, so there is no feeling. It does not perform real world action like sending emails. So this is okay, it has knowledge of its training data. Okay, so this is what we, why we call as LLM, because they are, there is a model, and we are using the data from that model. Okay, so now real life use cases. Okay, so where can you use cloud? Okay, student can use, okay, for its studying. Developers can use for coding. Writers can create blogs, okay, and articles for using this. Businesses can write and emails, okay, writing emails and reports. Researchers can summarize the long documents. Anyone can use cloud to learn faster. Okay, so there is a tips to get better answer. Okay, so here is some tips we are using to get the better answer. Okay, so what, like instead of asking explain AI, okay, so like ask explain AI in simple English with real example. So this is what we can use this cloud as in a better way. Okay, so for examples, so we clear and specific in your question. Whatever you ask, you like explain everything what you need. So like example, we ask explain AI. Okay, so this is what the incomplete question. So after the instant of this, we can use like explain AI in simple English with real life examples. So like they can provide you the more details about that. Okay, so this is the example. Okay, so like there is a final summary over here. So like cloud takes your input, understand its things very using a powerful AI models and generate the best possible answer for you. Okay, it's like a smart assistant who is always ready to help. So like cloud is a AI assistant created by Anthropic. Okay, so you ask a question and clouds break into a small piece of called we can call as tokens, and it understand your request. Okay, so the neural network predicts word one by one. Okay, so then it's generate the complete answer. The whole process happens in just few seconds. That's how cloud works. So here is simple: cloud, understand, think, generate, help. So this is how cloud work. So I hope this video helps you understand how clouds work in simple language. If you enjoy this video, please like, share and subscribe to QuickLearn. Comment below what topics you like me to explain next. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Thank you guys.